I woke up on the shore one day, head dizzy and full of pain. What is this world? Is it a game where things are done in many ways? A world of endless variation, filled with ore to be exploited, mining, smelting, and building huge bases of moving things. Sandbox open world factory game with rivers, forests, fields and plains, hogs and spitters, crabs and stingers, space giraffe, tick, penguin whale thing, conveyors, pipes, tubes and tractors, trains and carts, manufacturers, in the whole game most coveted prize, the barrel nut of golden stature. Prior achieved with Update 3, 1,000 tickets from Awesome Sync, arduously earned by burning motors, in big factory, produce turbo, Satisfactory Update now 8, most points per item, list expanded, a tier above and more complex thermal rocket with propulsion. Just one statue once would suffice, was made with base divided thrice, clearly now need more than just one, made with single construction, a super duper base omega, which will require all of the recipes and building types, cosmetics, and researched hard drives. But first we're gonna need a starter base. I looked around and found a spot with all the things I need to start a factory to build some stuff with which to make machines and parts, a place to build and to begin that builds a bigger base again, a starter base starter in this place, starter base starter base mega base. Found a spot with lots of iron, evicted the pigs to flatten the ground, cut down some trees to burn for power, then built some drills and went to town. I smelted the iron into an ingot, extruded some rods and hammered some sheets, and with those things I can now make conveyor belts to move everything. Conveyor belts. Around the bend I found some copper, conveyor belts deliver the ore. I smelt it too and make some wire. The burning plants now power cables. Between the poles machines are able to smelt, construct, and assemble a little base in this tiny space. A starter base starter is now in place. Starter base. In this ravine, the starter base, beginning with some basic shapes, floors for smelting and constructing, built together and in layers, simple items made from mined ore, smelted ingots get constructed, every basic item crafted, screws and rods and pipes and plates, concrete cable,
crystals, powder, quick washers,
beams and wire. The long thin shapes are single-sided, leaving empty space unused. Blocks butterflied will better mold the shape to use the canyon void. Iron and steel and concrete here, quartz, caterium, copper there. The outputs shunted to the side, flow down when needed, will provide. The second set of items after uses basic parts assembled. Constructor outputs fed in pairs. On 3 floors, 8 things appear. Reinforced plates and modular frames. AI limiter and circuit boards. A rotor, stator, motor trio. Industrial beams for belts tier 4. This new section has collision, threatened species now less than 3. On a many-minute circuit, phases through obliviously. 3 floors lowered, but still building. Dodge the bird who swoops in seldom. Assembler's craft to add to bundle. Growing skyward belted cluster. Blocks now placed well shaped in space. Time to add connecting pieces, outer splitters, inbound ore belts, middle mergers, output items, power routed through the ceiling, connect machines, 2-wire grid, bundled belt stacks, split and lifted, ore belts routed back through landscape. Pure resources in the region: copper, iron, limestone, and quartz. Normal nodes for further items: coal, cterium, and some sulfur. Coastal reef is filled with color, also lots of sticky oil. Not needed yet. Farther afield we'll find bauxite and some N2. Mark 1 miner on a pure node maxes out Tier 2 conveyor. Final upgrade, miner Mark 3 fully fills a Tier 4 belt. Smelting blocks, 1 belt receive 480 items per M. Researched upgrades will enable base to fill and flow full speed. Starter base starter is now lonely, sitting sadly vestigial fossil. Awesome sink is very hungry, effortlessly gobbles it down. Dismantle everything we made, once useful now just in the way. Take it apart and dump it in, demolished for a ticket, yay! The base now building basic things with power plug network goes down. Extra power generation needed to continue crafting. When base grows and threatens shutdown, copy simple power module. Coal expansion raises ceiling. Power threshold exceeds demand. Starter base has power restored. Research things are being crafted. Advanced tiers are next but lacking. Locked behind the elevator. Extra space is allocated. Temporary annexation. Machines to build and send to sky. Removed when the project yeeted. Elevator Phase 2 project. Special items sent in bulk. 500 versatile frames. A shiny girder we have made. Same amount of smart plating. If it is smart, where is its brain? 100 automated wiring. Whoop-de-doo, automate everything. Sent to orbital cable anchor, packaged loaded, fired skyward, enables new technology tiers. 5 and 6 milestones appear. Hub unlock options are these: oil processing, jetpacks and rails, manufacturers, pumps and valves, gas mask, a truck, and new belt tier. Starter base. Starter base. Starter base. Starter base. Many items in the base need retrieve from central place. Up in the sky, a place to stay. Rows of containers reached easy. A lovely view of all around. A sweeping vista down to ground. From here we see unspoiled land. All we see belongs to the starter base. Starter base. Starter base. Starter base. Starter base. Platforms built through coastal regions support orange pipes that lead to oil extracted from the water, gets pumped through the coral scenery. After a long route reaches the base with newly built machines in place. New section waiting for the oil, refine the crude with residue. Crude oil cooked in refinery. Pump pumps out plastic pressed in sheets. Rubber formed in molds and cooled. Residual goop transformed to fuel. No more walking off of platforms, falling down to climb back slowly. Jetpack filled with fuel potential. Now we zoom through the ravine. Starter base. New platform plate up in the air, at an angle, tilted askew. Belts acutely bent to bundle, up to manufacture items. Belted subfloor feeds in fours, big and slow, machine consumes them. Finished products routed back down, belts bent back to storage section. Conveyor belts. Phase 3 project temporary. Built-in adjunct extra area. Unlocks new tiers 8 and 7. After package sent to heaven. Need the girder, trust and frame. Sweet new engine, sleek and black. Control unit adapted. While they work, expand the map. Geothermal generators use explosive geyser heat. Found in various glistening puddles, gigawatts of added power. A network built and linked with wire. Power tower triples distance. Equip the claw atop the spire to effortlessly zip its length. The claw! Big section of the starter. Aluminum process cycles water. Partial fill tank pump from lower. Room for output from solution. Scrap is baked into an ingot. Ingots get pressed into casings. Add some copper to get some sheets. Sheets also become the heat sinks. Aluminum chain starts with red ore, found far from the starter base. Too remote to bring by belts, there on yonder, plane upraised. Build first a long foundation line, then add rail for simple train. Out and back with passing track, retrieves the ore without delay. Starter base. Aluminum sheets are now in storage. Motors, frames, also computers. Add to flesh, cybernetic enhance. Ascend hybrid, dragonfly man. Float like butterfly, sting like bee. Hummingbird, hovering, buzzing machine. Close to the grid, no need for cable. Don't stray far or Icarus fable. One last resource left to acquire, pure nitrogen ebbs from the ground. Found in craggy blasted canyon, piped into some cargo wagons, extracted with a pressurizer near the water far from starter. Send a simple locomotive on a single railroad track. Back to the hub, tier 8 milestone, leading edge production paid. Manufacture turbo motor, super PC and fused frame. This third version maxes minor, encased beam upgrades the belt. Pure ore node for 80 rocks flow, smelting reaches final state. The starter base checklist goes thus: all belts tier 4, mark 3 all drills, the MAM hard drives backlog, and every hub milestone fulfilled. Stable power needs no tweaking, base is crafting every item needed to build gigafactory, collected, stored, and retrieved easy. Starter base. The starter base is now complete. Feature full but still ugly. From storage take most complex things in gnashing teeth they disappear. Turned into 200 tickets. Unlock all cosmetic features. Barebones base will need a glow up in a future series video. This base is but a humble start. This list small check on bigger lists. So much to do, so far to go. Here are future milestones. Starter base receives a glow up. Huge nuclear power plant area. Massive rail network map spanning. And the super huge base planet. Starter base.
Starter base. Starter base. Starter base.